Let me guess, Lantern number 2.
This is Group 1. Any instructor on this net, where are you? We're at the usage of scouts range. Over.
Group 1, on my way now, ETA 30 seconds.
Group 1, roger.
Copy that.
Affirmative.
Right, we all
Okay, section, radio check, where the numbers go. 1 okay. 3 okay. 4 okay. Oh, maybe not. 5 okay. Wait, I'm 5. Am I? Yes, I am. Cancel that, I'll go from the top. 1 Danker, 2 Blanthorn, 3 Casman, 4 Noblet, 5 Binkett, 6 Fred, 7 Miller, 8 Aldridge, 9 Froyland. Sound off by the numbers, go. 1 okay. 3 okay. 4 okay. 5 okay. 6 okay. 7 okay. 8 okay. 9 okay. Section all okay, Lima Charlie. Now.
Right then, gents, I'm assuming that this is a combination of 1-1 and 2-1, yeah? Right, now basically what we're going to go through tonight is not teaching you anything new. It's basically just a concept of bringing together a couple of ideas that we've had and putting them together to allow us to really use a pair of scouts when moving. Now the whole point of this is to be able to keep enemy and any danger at arm's length from the entire section. So basically what it's going to entail is, for the most part, your pointman and an additional rifleman or your second pointman being put out in front.
So,
All comfy, gents?
sorry. Yes.
No, that literally it is just going to be a case of taking your pointman and additionally, whether it be the second pointman or an additional rifleman, and using them to make sure that the area ahead of you is safe and scouted, acting as a second set of eyes for your IC. Now basically, as I say, it comes down to things you've already been taught, as your pointman would already be aware of, looking out for things like IEDs, any threats, and making sure that the section is aware of them. Now when it comes to the safety of the section, this allows us that if the pair of scouts does get bumped, the entire section is then unhindered by that fire. You know, they're not suppressed or anything like that. That means you're allowed then to move and neutralise that threat as quickly as possible without having to worry about taking the fire yourself. As I say, it's just a case of you are trying to make that threat as far away from the section as possible. It does mean that the pointman and the second guy are going to be putting themselves out into danger, but it wouldn't be any more than what the danger you would be experiencing as a section if you moved your entirety of it there. Now, look, what we're looking for when we do it is, as usual, what you would expect from your pointman, and additionally whoever you assign to it, is big highlight on observation. Literally anything and everything that you feel is a threat until you've deemed otherwise, and it has been well and truly proven. You're looking to keep a good gap. You maintain your run-of-the-mill spacings as you would within a section for the section, but you're looking at a gap of roughly 40 to 50 meters then between them and the lead scouts, pausing and taking the time to lull over what's in front of you as and when it's required. Now what we're going to do is run through. I'll ask you to assign 2 scouts. It'll be a rotary basis, so you'll change around as and when required. I'll leave it up to whoever's your acting IC to do that. I'm assuming that, yeah, Blanthorn. I'll leave it up to you to rotate in who you want to go forward. But basically, gents, what I want to do is have you get a feel for it, and especially if you've got your acting pointman here, and he's a set in stone sort of position for you guys, to make sure that he's happy with the level of comms that's going to be passed back to you, so you're able to make a mental picture of what's coming up, and basically what movements are required. Is that understood?
Solid.
Yep.
Roger.
As I say, this is you're my first group through it, gents, and this is the first time it's going to be put into practice, so any cock-ups will happen here, and I'm expecting numerous ones, not because of you guys, but from myself. So if we want to start, if we're going to move off down this road to the left, through RV1, and then if we switch around at RV1, then if that's alright with you, gents?
Oh yeah.
Right. As I say, as we're going along, I'll be talking you through it, and going through from the best perspective possible, from you guys, from the pointman, and working back from there, making sure that you guys are happy. Right. So Blanthorn, if you want to lead them off to the left, assign you 2 scouts to go and have a good little gap, and make sure that the comms level is coming back through to you is going to be fine. As I say, what I'm looking for is good pauses, good stops, for anything that is an active threat, and then comms and then actions to follow.
Seems the most sensible way of doing this is just to have you an order. So, Dan, Tasman?
Yep, if that's what you're happy with, that would be that works for me.
There's an even number of us in the book. Nice. So these scouts just walk in front of the section.
Well, basically, what you're looking to do with them is, in an area like this, with low threat of sort of anything else, if we were taking it as a town that's been sort of previously secured, if we're looking at in terms of things like IED threat and things like that, obviously to keep that threat at an arm's length. You know, obviously, if it went off when you've got a section with your previous, with your run-of-the-mill spacings, chances are it's going to do damage no matter how good those spacings are kept. This is to push that threat out a little bit further. Means then that obviously once you come across that threat, whether it be anything, anything and everything, whether that be a doorway that you're suspecting has got some contacts on the other side of it, anything like that, it means that you can then adjust the section as need be, whether it be a case of that you need to maneuver to get fire onto a section that's just bumped the 2 scouts, or if, as I say, you come across a doorway that you've got contacts on the other side of, you can utilise the scouts then to basically push past and find other ways into it without completely putting the section in harm's way of doing it. So basically what I'm looking for is, we're moving up this road to the left here. You've got the 2 scouts up ahead. You've got the house to the left there. You've got that fence. Now, if you knew there was a chance you were going to be bumped from that house, or there's a high chance there's contacts within there, you're looking to use the scouts in a way that you can get as much info back from them as possible. So that there's that gap in that fence there, but what's on the other side of it? Is there a second entry point? Is there a way that they're going to make it out of there before you get round there? Are there any other firing points that you're going to be entering yourself into if you move the section to that fence line? And therefore they'd use then to put themselves out there, have a look around and be your eyes and ears and say, well, yes, there's a house across the road we believe that is a decent threat, and therefore we don't want to move the section up here and line them up against this fence line because they are going to be a prime target for whoever's across there. So basically it's just using them as your eyes and ears as an IC. To be honest, it's a case of, as I say, going through things as you normally would, just extending it a little bit.
So the scout movement is just like if they were over the section, they'll just trot along?
It's basically, yeah, but you're looking to, as I say, to have an elevated level of comms, and looking to any sort of threat you think you've got, it's up to you to check it out first and pause the section. So, for instance, if you think that there is something that's up ahead, be it an say an IED, a position that's indefinite that you think that might need to be checked, it's up to you to say, stop. We'll check it out, and then it's up to the IC then to take the information that's being given and go about placing the section as needed. So, for instance, setting up a firing line just in case you do get bumped from that bit of defilade. Pulling it back if need be. So literally, it's the last words on you.
Oh, so we just move up if we see something, we'll just tell them to hold up and then do a bit of reheat and tell them what's happening.
It's up to you to check it out. It's up to you to get the comms right, and it's up to you to pass it back. Literally, you're looking to paint the biggest picture possible. As I say, this is more of a test out for it. I say it's not a dummy, dummy lesson by any means, but it's just a case of we're going to put this through, and if the ICs think that it'll work, then it's something that we look to use a little bit more. So, as I say, just go about it the way you normally would, just keeping in mind that, as I say, what we're looking to do is get 2 guys up front, not an NCO included within those 2, and then an additional point man will need to be put in front of you, obviously, and then literally keep things going as you normally would, but keeping things, as I say, at an arm's length and being incredibly vocal. Making sure the comms are on the ball and that anything and everything that's a threat is double checked, and you're sure that the section is safe to move through. As I say, we'll move up through this road now, and we'll have a bit of a chat as we're going along. And in terms of what you believe would be a threat, what I'm going to do for it is, as I say, just anything and everything you want to put out there is going to be a case of, it's going to be more of a question and answer. And sort of try to get this nailed down if that's alright with you, gents.
To that end, shall we have be on a single short range so you're not sort of transferring across?
Yeah, I take it you're all on the same short range at the moment.
We're all on 5.
All on 5, right? Solid copy.
Okay, in that case, section. Let's move off northeast, staggered fire. Need myself a new point man. Who's novel. Okay, so scouts head off northeast. And then, we'll follow you in staggered. Leave about 40
we
meters.
can already see other stuff. Should we ignore these first buildings or?
Well, yeah.
What I'm going to do, gents, run past these buildings. We'll take it from the second brown house on the left, and go from there. If that's right with you.
Right. So yeah, I say literally we disregard this first building. What we're looking for is anything that you think may be a threat.
Let's make it try left outer.
If you believe, for instance, now you're coming to the end of this.
Yeah, that Fredrickson, so we're going to have to push up to the front, yeah.
You believe that there's a chance that you may take contact.
Yeah, we're taking the right hand side, so go up the front.
Can't walk.
Delta, run up the front. Ooh. Too many
Nice,
pies.
up there.
And then literally, put past that back as would be. So basically, you're making the decision for you.
So I could say.
You'd be covering your arcs, chaps. Your stop should be covering off left and.
Yeah, that's it. So now you think there's something around that house. You say section hold.
Section hold.
You'd move up then to the
Holding.
the fence line, and then it's up to you then to scout out this area. So basically what you're looking for is any entrances, any exits, anything that is a firing line onto this. So for instance, that house that's across the road, you're looking to pass that back to them to IC. Say you've got a possible position on the right hand side, second floor, possible picker up there. We're looking to check that house on the left, additionally this is a threat, and then make your way around it.
Okay, Aldridge and Froyland, you're in Delta, so you should be on this side of the road. Yeah, one of you cover to the rear, whoever's the last man, cover to the rear, and common sense, you're not going to cover through that building, so cover off there towards the left. Okay?
Alright.
Damn, my shift key isn't working. I can't move fast. Anybody know why?
You're aiming down your sights, but you're in safety. Just press right.
Oh, there we go. Thank you.
That and too many pies.
Why is he whispering up there?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, literally, you're the guy that sees
So that we can't get any benefit from the training.
Pay to move up to me and provide support while we move forward and check out house and tree line on our front right. Something along those lines.
Alright, so just throw this into practical sense, I could just say right now, like,
Section clear to move up to me, up to the wooden fence, my front.
Moving.
Move in.
That's it. That's it. And then what we do then is highlight the fact that this is where you want guys to go from, just in case you get bounced from that.
alright.
And then basically then it's up to them to cover your movement. What you're looking to do then is, as I say, pass as much information back to him as possible.
Section over, Zach, please.
Blanthorn?
Holding.
Well, what I'm looking to do here now is, in a situation like this, literally, as Mr. Dunker's just said, what we've got here
Stay in
is
the open, Aldridge. Get yourself
a tree line to our front that. Just a second. From comms left and centre. Right. So what you're looking to do is literally they've designated that tree line to our front right as a danger area. So what he's going to communicate to you now is the fact that he believes that is a danger area and is going to request that he moves up there and you give him support.
Never stay out in the open, guys, yeah? Always get a bit of cover.
Yep.
So, as he said, yeah, the tree line to our quarter right is a potential dangerous area. I would like you guys to form up a base of fire towards that, so me and Casman can move up over onto the right to that far right-hand building and get better eyes on.
Okay.
So basically, it's a pass between the two of you to decide the best course of action that you can come about, and basically making sure that the section as it moves is going to be safe from danger areas like that.
Okay, section, let's form a baseline facing north along this fence to the half left, and for Delta to the half right on the other side of the road.
Me and Casman are going to move now. Come on, Cas. Passing.
Yeah.
Weston, you still...
Yeah, I'm right behind you.
Can I just suggest, for the purposes of the exercise, you say comments and things of the long range?
Short range can do. Yeah. Sorry, I just wanted to chat with them as they were, just to make sure.
That's all right, but
yeah,
I imagine you're saying interesting.
Basically, buddy, it wasn't interesting. It was me just babbling on again. But as I say, literally any comments that are going to come back, as I say, I'd like to let you get the feedback on it, because it is literally something that no SOPs exist on, and it's something that so they're going to get a lot going for it. So basically, now what we're looking.
to do, Dunker and Casman, looking for a good stream of comms coming from it. So basically, that we know that you're going to be alright over there, and it's going to paint a picture for Blanthorn, basically what he's heading into. So that, for instance, in that tree line, if there's a small bit of definitely there, he knows that there's definitely there and needs to allow for that. And additionally, anything else that you believe may be a threat within that tree line. Got that.
Casman, what's over the other side of the road? Like, in the other side of the road is another tree line on the opposite side.
Opposite side of the house?
Yeah, the west.
Indeed, there is.
Alright.
Blanthorn? Danke, over. The tree line to your quarter right, is thick trees for about 5 meters, and then it spreads out into less dense forest, and we can't really see clearly past the thick trees at the beginning. On the opposite side of the road to the northwest is another tree line exactly the same. Unsure about that area as well.
Roger that. I suggest you push up prone past the thick trees on the right hand side of the road, just so you can see what's in that forest.
Got that moving.
And then that's basically what we're looking for from you. Then is literally, obviously, you're already set in a position where if they do get bumped, or if anything does happen, we can support them. I'll move to support them if anything does take them down. Literally, it's keeping us at a safe distance, to the point where we can still generate, an immense amount of firepower. Basically, being down by 2 guys, 2 riflemen. You've got the majority of your firepower back here to return anything there.
I only see this if we're like extremely uncertain.
Seems very sensible.
Right, gents, what we're looking to do here, as I've just explained to Grantham, literally what's happening now is as the 2 scouts have pushed forward, the rest of us are back here at this fence line looking to support their movement. So if they do get bumped or come into anything, they've got the ability to retreat back to us, with us giving them as much fire support as we possibly can. Now basically it comes down to the point where, because we're not splitting the section up into one leading fire team and a second supporting one, you've got 3/4 of the fire support of the firepower back here, which means it allows us to do a lot more in terms of keep them covered and make them safe. Blanton, we're pushing into the wood line now. Over.
You guys got eyes on the 2 scouts, yeah?
Coming out now.
Straight ahead.
2 scouts, I'm looking for a good amount of info being passed back. As I say, it's something that, because you're going to be segregated from the rest of the section, you need to keep those comms coming just to show that you are safe and that you're not in any danger or any threat and still up and combat effective. Alright, Blathon, we've pushed past the thick brush. It goes on for about 5 meters. Beyond that, it is spaced out woodland, and around it, all the way around the woodland, is more thickened trees, like the entrance, and it seems to be empty throughout, and the terrain is pretty much flat. There's no defilade anywhere.
Roger that. Hold where you are, we'll move up to you. Section, let's move to the scouts, single file, using proven route. Let's move.
Just to point out, this is RV1 as well.
Passing. Passing.
Last man passing.
Okay guys, follow on. Pausing for space. Moving.
As you can probably tell, gents, this isn't something that's going to be used for every single threat, but it allows us to take threats that we believe are considerably more pressing, and be able to keep them at that distance. And as you can see, the supporting 3/4 of the section, we're capable of putting down as much fire as we move into support with very little movement. Plus, the 2 guys are up front, obviously, and creating less ruckus and less chance of being seen.
To our right behind us.
RV1, mate.
Roger that.
Holding.
Section, let's hold in a half-round defence facing north.
See, this is where I'm confused. My spot is not my spot anymore.
Fucking gig in somewhere. Cover the race group.
Wildridge.
Okay, scouts, I want you to push off north-northeast 30 metres, and we'll follow on behind you in single.
Believe that we were going to switch scouts after each RV.
You're quite right.
Yeah, go ahead and switch if you want.
So that's Noblet and the man behind.
Who's the man behind me?
Is it me?
Is it Burkett, is
Think
it?
so.
Yeah, it's me. Burkett, not me.
Weston, who do I ask for a room set?
You can pass through to me if you want, buddy.
Oh, well, Mackenzie, then he's at the back.
Give me a second, showing our rear to solid.
Alright, I'm on you, Noblet.
Fox 1, this is Witchcraft Messenger.
Did Mackenzie just say he was kidding?
Fox 1, Witchcraft, be advised 1 times
You're my rear man.
reinsert the back
I am.
piece for
Follow me.
1, 2,
Stick on my right.
1 times Private
Don't
Mackenzie,
know.
copy over.
Danka, I think you're back on point.
Yeah, move over there and get ready to move.
Fox 1, this is Witchcraft, solid. Wait 1.
Danker, as soon as you go to the far left way,
Fox 1, this is Witchcraft, if you drop him
Go down.
RV3, is again RV3 on the scout range over.
One moving. Seems actually a bit close, but as soon as in the woods, I want to stay a bit closer.
Somebody just take over my spot, goddammit, Elrich. I'm still between you and Bluntman.
Who's 5? Who's 5?
keep your spacing with a nice open ground like this. Well, at least 5, if not 10 meters between each of you.
God, for God.
Holding for spacing.
Was.
Holding space.
Yeah, a bit
Holding for spacing.
Right, moving. Oh, they're going the wrong way. RB2's on the right. Platform?
Yeah, that's good. I imagine
going
Weston's
the wrong
be telling him that.
Alright, holding. Hold. Holding.
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 Sighting northeast, close, one guy.
Is it just a civilian?
Unknown. No, it looks like fucking, a bloke with a gun.
Straight northeast past the wood line, Blanthorn.
Roger.
Just to our right, up by us, we've got a camo netting with enemies passing just outside the tree line, maybe 20 metres.
If you look
Well-
straight northeast, see the lake, see the lake, see the lakes? That way. 30 degrees. Below the trees, you'll see the camo nets.
Genuinely can't see it.
It's probably
I'll
due
trust you it's
grass on.
there.
Trust me, it's camo netting, and I've seen 2 sets of legs marching about.
That will send a scout right into it and see if they do it.
They've seen it. He's called it in.
Now basically what's going to happen here, gents, is obviously in a situation like this, it could dictate that obviously the camo net that's on the other side of this woodland may have been seen, the guy hasn't. Now what would happen again is, as previously, you would put the remaining three quarters of the section as a fire support element,
and basically move the two guys beyond the thick tree line to get eyes on. That way then, if they do come into contact again, you can suppress and have them move back quickly. If not, then it gives them the free rein to get on the other side, search through the camo net and tell you what's on the other side of it without you exposing yourselves from this tree line.
More units. Looks like a civvy that had jeans on.
Okay, we're moving up to the tree line now to get eyes on.
East, yeah?
Yeah. Confirmed all men militia, all with PKM.
Right, section, I want a line formation facing northeast on the point man.
Do you want Delta right?
Sorry, yeah, Charlie left, Delta right. I get a bit lazy. Always Charlie left, Delta right when
Blathorn?
They're actually real, they're not
They're real. And have live weapons.
If they actually have live weapons, it'll be hilarious.
Yeah, no, just go into it and see. That's just like, and they'll be like, oh wait, we've done something wrong.
I can't see the enemy, but I can see their names. AT Specialist and Grenadier.
Are they
Yeah, they're green.
That's alright.
Right, now basically what you're looking at doing is informing that you've got eyes on one times Camernet in front, one times ArmMan, or whatever it may be. Whatever you see, just call through them. Don't be afraid to give him too much info. You're literally looking for him, paint a picture for him, for his mind, obviously.
Just to keep you in the loop, chaps, we've had a sighting of men, armed men, PKMs.
Cross-comms.
Oh, possibly 3 guys. White one.
Can you relay that to me, Danko? I didn't catch it.
He said he's got a camo net and sandbag fortification. He's spotted 2 guys, one with PKM and AKM.
One with an RPG. Is it?
Yep.
And you obviously want to give them directional movement as well. Let them
Yeah, they're moving. Sorry, yeah, you can go.
Blank on be advised, the 4 individuals are moving clockwise around this camo net into our east.
Roger that.
Basically, gents, that's it. Obviously, this allows Blanthorne then to make a plan that's going to be coming up as to how you're going to engage them, whether it be utilising the 2 scouts from the positions they're in, or whether it would be a case of you gathering back up and assaulting it as a unit or calling fire support. But it basically means that the 2 scouts have now taken the onus away from the entire section as far as putting themselves into a position to get eyes on. Right, do you want to have the section move up to the camo net? We'll take it as you've decided to assault that and job done, and we'll regroup on the other side of it.
Roger, you want me to assault it or just walk through?
Negative, just walk through it. The assaulting and things like that will be coming in the other courses you're going to be taking tonight.
Roger that. Okay, section in Arrowhead moving northeast. Let's.
One movement.
Charlie left out. We're not engaging with these people. If you really want to, you can say bang.
Bang. Bang, motherfucker. Oh, they're the 50 cal here? Holy shit. Pointing right at the stars.
Sucky, 5 tower.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
If you come to us, gents, we're on the west side of the camo net.
Oh,
Just look for the giant antenna. And if you don't see the giant antenna, you need
Just
to
look
ask.
here for the shoot you arm.
Right.
Right, section, let's have a nice little school circle on west. Let's go over the big antenna.
Oh, I've got a little antenna.
Right, as you've just seen, how many we waiting on? Is everybody here? Yeah. Right, obviously, as just happened then, obviously the onus is still on the point man to plot the course and make sure that they end up in the right RVs at the right times. Now, basically, what's going to be what happened there if we disregard the guys, the lovely arm men that came out. If this was a case of they were not visible, they were not there, you were not aware of them, and you had made the decision that you are going to be scouting up this area, you would move then the 2 scouts into that area. It would then be up to them, as I said again, up to them through comms to paint the best picture for you guys possible, so that you know what you're moving into and you know what you're going to be engaging. They're looking for everything from openings and doorways all the way down to little shooting holes and anything else that you can think of that may be the slightest threat possible. It just everything applies here, because basically what we're looking to do is limit as many casualties as possible through anything that has gone on in the past that could come from just putting a section in the wrong position at the wrong time, not because it's the wrong thing to do, but just basically because there's been no other options with it. So as long as everybody's happy with that, if you want to put another 2 guys on point, we're now going to move forward to RV3 from this position.
Okay, so the 2 men behind Burkett.
Fredrickson and myself.
Oh, you're not an NCO, gone.
I'm not an NCO yet.
That's what I'm saying. You're not an NCO, so you can have. Casman, do you want to be choosing?
Sure. That's what I'm here for, anyways.
As I say, it's up to you now, gents. Obviously, again, it comes down to the point man to plot his course. You're looking, obviously, to use the ground that's around you, thick tree line, things like that, definitely to your advantage, and make sure that, obviously, you're making the IC aware of what you're moving into. For instance, if you see a bit of better cover, a little bit better defilade for you to move into, you're making them aware that you're changing that on the fly, because it's going to be up to you to make that call.
Weston?
Yep.
Teaching us about picking defilade, isn't that bad when we're using the flattest map in the entire ArmA 2 accessory of maps? There's absolutely no defilade on this entire map.
Don't look at me, buddy. Have a look at the map and you'll find out how well the mission making went when you come through the RVs. Right, gents.
Okay. If the scouts would like to push off, say north-northeast, just 30 meters or so, try and get into this thick tree line and see what's beyond.
Blanford, do I now go to the rear or go back as point man?
Moving.
Endgame.
Go back to where you were.
Go back to being point man, yeah?
No, before. So I thought you sat behind me.
Well, no, I was point man for Charlie, and then I did the scout.
But before you were point man for Charlie.
I thought Danker was point man.
Danker was before that Noblet.
Oh right, okay, yeah.
Sorry.
This is Witchcraft, solid copy on that out to you.
Yay! I'm in charge of a Danish guy. Whee!
Look at it.
Eventually we'll take over.
Eventually. We're already...
Once we're enough.
Banthorn?
Already 4 guys, so...
Not me to move, because, you know...
I'm just waiting for that. They said that... Well, they're supposed to be getting eyes on just beyond the vision fibre.
So I'm basically in charge of a LNG group. Interesting.
Yep, 2 LMDs.
So either they're dead or... I don't know, there's lots of people that walk.
You must be so happy.
Right, scouts reporting in. We got the clearing between 50 meters from us and the RV to the right here.
No offense.
We are slowly moving up.
Surrounded by...
Say again, you're in the clearing now, are you?
We are to the left of the clearing. We are in the open air, on the edge of the clearing, which is to the right. It's a fairly large opening here, but we are not seeing anything.
Right, in a position like that, obviously, if you are going to be, if you've got eyes on the clearing, you know that it's going to be a danger to your right. Obviously, with the fight, with the rest of these sections placed at the moment, they're going to be pretty much useless, just engaging that and covering your right flank. So basically, you want to clear them to a point that you are, and that you are completely satisfied with. There's going to be no threat up to that point from your proven route.
2-1, I'm on the ground, heading to you. Okay, Blanthorn, if those trees that we entered on the right-hand side of the path, if you follow that north for about 40 metres, you'll come to a small break in the trees. It's only about 20 metres if you keep heading north to the break, as opposed to this huge clearing on our right-hand side. If you stay 5 metres in from the trees, they're fairly thick, you should be okay up to this point.
Roger that, we'll move to you. Section, let's move north through this fire break, single file, let's move.
Alright, one moving.
Did that go across the road? It didn't clear.
Nope, it didn't.
No, through the fire break, so just stay in this clearing.
Move in.
Gee, Paolo, sounds a bit more motivated.
Relays.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Oh,
just keep moving forward.
I can't see up here in
We're supposed to be heading to RV3, which is on our right now.
What's up, best friend?
What's up?
I take it we'll get there eventually.
Where you are now.
yeah.
I suggest we keep moving forward here, and past the clearing, stay to the left, inside the trees, and then we can take a right turn, because the trees are moving up to the right.
I'm moving in the trees then.
Blanton, I still in Mackenzie as Pointman Delta right now.
Roger.
Yes, just moving the section to the right, sorry, left, into the trees.
Roger, we're in the trees now.
Oh,
Grid
that's dangerous.
680151.
Mila, should we skip to the left here and move on to the section?
We've gone roughly 15 to the northwest of the RV. No, it's absolutely fine.
2, this is 0, message over.
Up here. Blanthorn hold, we've lost the rest of the section.
Holding.
No, no,
Section hold.
hold in.
Holding.
Holding.
Found the rest of the section.
They're behind me.
As I say, it's something that basically the point man or would mainly be doing.
I'll just be a bit closer.
Section, be advised, currently off to your right. If you make your way on the tree line onto the clearing, we'll just have a little chat there.
Roger.
Moving.
2 moving, at the double. Form full circle on western once we're done.
There were only more Group 2, you will move to the target indication range in approximately 10 minutes. I copy over.
Right, which bastard moved the RV3 marker?
Come on, Aldrich. We're waiting just
2, this is 0, you will stay
My
at
question is,
track
where's
range
RV4?
until picked up
Yeah,
by
that's
a
what I
helicopter,
said earlier. I
copy
mean,
over.
whoever put this obviously couldn't count. But as you can see, obviously the next RV is RV5. You know, logically it would be RV5. Obviously on the other side of this, a small bunch of trees off to our northeast, which obviously
East.
doesn't really exist. Well, yeah, east now. What we're looking to do again is in areas like this, you've got the open ground to obviously move across. Now, what we're looking to do is when this is applicable, you're looking to bound the 2-man scout team across it. Now they'll be bound in, obviously a single man at a time, under cover of the rest of the fire team. Now this allows them to check out a tree line that is on the other side. So what we're going to do now, the tree line that's to my my full front now is the tree line that would have been between RV3 and RV5. So what we're going to do is bound across this open space the 2-man team. Communicate back then what is on the other side of that tree line, while under the cover of the rest of the fire team, who will then move to that location. And again on the other side then, in movement to RV5. Is everybody happy with that?
Yep.
Right, if you want to switch point man again.
So it must be with the last 2 people now?
To recruit.
20 Bravo, 10 Bravo,
Right.
instructing it.
But if you got 2 recruits doing it, gents, you can keep them back from it, and then just put the point man unless they're happy to do it, or at least put one experienced guy in and a recruit together.
Mackenzie haven't done it yet, and he's so experienced.
Oh, gone.
All stations,
Sure.
does anyone have comments?
I'm waiting for the question. What are we doing, guys?
What are we doing?
Right, so what we're looking to do is, obviously in the tree line, that's this tree line here, we're looking to get a baseline down, able to give fire support.
All instructors,
required.
listen up. This is 10 Bravo, radio check over. 10 Bravo, this is Witchcraft, Lima Charlie. Witchcraft 10 Bravo, Lima Charlie, can you try and relay comms to 20 Bravo? Inform him that the chaps at the reef drills have completed their training over. This is Witchcraft Circle, and that will do. Out to you. 20 Bravo, this is Witchcraft Radio check over.
20 Bravo, this is Witchcraft Radio check.
We're all waiting for that.
Yeah, if you want to.
If you want to do it,
I'll do it, Roland.
go.
Group 4, this is 0.
Mackenzie,
Yeah.
basically you're going as 2 scouts, and you're going to go over to the other trees and like tell Blanthorn what's there, and, like
Our
what's
also
dangerous
know
trees.
this is Witchcraft
Okay.
1. Be advised,
That didn't sound
Sergeant Ellis is just trying to get in contact with 20 Bravo. If you can carry on with that for me, over.
Come on, Mackenzie, you have to be
Right, section, let's
good
form
sign for
up
the recruits.
Baseline facing
Make it
east
believe in
in
you.
the tree line to
Don't
our
get me
right.
killed.
Moving.
Charlie left out.
Sorry, I'll be back in a sec. I'm
That's
logging out.
excluding the 2 scouts.
One set.
That's right.
Gee, I'm confused now where everybody is.
We're forming a baseline in the tree line just to your right, facing east.
Yeah, I'm back.
Delta to the
Charlie
right
left
of
out to
me.
right.
Delta to the right of me.
This is Witchcraft, you should be active on channel
Yeah,
1.
LMG's off to the right here, please, boys.
Range of all remaining RO members.
Why is Blanton to the left of the pointman?
Because it's Charlie left out to right.
Just heading a couple 50 meters down here and then telling you what's good.
Yeah, you
We're going east. You're going east, aren't you?
Roger, what you're looking to do is obviously bound east into the tree line that's across this large amount of open space here. Now what you're going to do is bound in the 2-man team, so obviously 1 man bound in at a time. You're looking to keep roughly around the 5 to 10 meter bound distance. If it's possible, and obviously if you deem it's necessary, you can leapfrog. It is going to speed it up a little bit, but obviously it's going to mean that you are going to be putting yourself in any danger.
Group 4, this is 0. From the map, I'm just going to hit that tree line and then tell you what's at RV5, I'm guessing?
Basically what you're looking to do first of all is hit that tree line, obviously because of the density of the outside edge of it. You're looking to tell us what's in that tree line. For instance, if it's safe for the rest of the section to bound across or leapfrog across. And then once they are safe within that tree line, obviously your job is done from that bit. You're going to lead us off then towards RV5.
Okay, Raj.
I'm gonna bound up. Ready? Everyone set?
You've got a friend. You've got Freud. I can't say your name.
Fräulein.
Froyland.
Yep.
Yeah, because you're not going on your own. You've got Froiland with you, bounding with.
Okay.
Are we
So,
bounding at the same time, or one at a time?
One at a time.
Negative. You're bounding one at a time, so you're looking for Mackenzie to lead himself out roughly, say, between 5 and 10 metres. You are then bounding to him as soon as he is set, and so on and so forth, as you normally would, until you hit the other tree line. As soon as you hit the other tree line, it's up to the two of you then, as I say, to communicate back what's across there and if it is safe for the section to follow.
okay, quick thing. I'm supposed to hit the dirt, in the open, or just get my ass over there?
Negative. You're supposed to hit the dirt the same way as you would bound across an open space in, within section level. Obviously, in this case, you're going to have the rest of the fire team giving you support if you do get bumped in the open.
Okay. Ready, Froiland?
Yep.
Triple in. I'm gonna say set real quick. Just check it out.
Just remember to keep it over the radio as well, so everybody knows what you're doing, because obviously they need to keep tabs on you as well from back in that tree line.
Set, is he going to move up now?
Yeah, he's just about to bound you now. I say keep everything over the radio so that each and every person, although they're not doing it, knows exactly your movement. Moving.
Never mind, I'll tell you in a bit.
Set.
Bounding. Set.
Moving. Set. Try and course on, this is 10 Bravo.
Bounding. Hitting the tree line. Set.
Group 2, this is 0, how copy over?
0, this is 2, send over.
Group 2, you are
in the tree line.
the helicopter and currently at reef drill site over.
In position.
I just got a call, I got a 50 seconds, it's my pharmacy. I'm good, sorry.
No comments
ready.
required, eh?
You know it wasn't his pharmacy, you know it was his fucking dealer. You know it was his dealer asking for money.
Yeah. Where's my money?
Where are the drugs going? Just fucking his dealer's Batman.
Mackenzie set in the middle, we're looking clear in here. If you guys want to push up or whatever.
Or whatever.
Yeah. Well, then let's do something
No,
else.
Jez,
Let's
obviously,
make speed.
in a situation like this, you take the time, obviously, to bound across that open space. We're not going to do that for purposes of time, so if you just want to double it across the opening to this tree line.
Moving.
Roger that, let's move.
Wait.
It's not a raid.
And everybody starts sprinting. That's not doubling, that's sprinting.
Yeah.
Nope, deal with it, bitch.
I'm still third.
Doubling. It's like double tap.
Nope, not far enough.
Hit the edge of the tree line and get eyes, or just keep in here?
Hit the clearance through the same as you normally would. Try to keep the same sort of space as you're looking to try to keep.
Just let's hold half round fence facing east.
I'm gonna say I'm just about as far as we can go, so try not to push past me.
Roger, just try and get eyes on outside the forest.
Group 4, this is 0, message over.
We're set, eyes on. We got 2 intersecting roads, multiple houses, both left and right side of the street. As far as I can see, it looks clear for now.
And RV5 is off to your half right now. Half left, sorry.
Right then, gents, if you want to come to the other side of the tree line, obviously we've got RV5 to bound to us off to our half left now, and we're coming up to the end of our half an hour, or probably gone well beyond it now, so if you want to come to the other side of the tree line.
Right. Obviously, with all that being taken into account, gents, you know, how do you believe that would work? I'm looking to get input from anybody and everybody here. Obviously, this is something that can be built on, and something that we're looking at for the future, rather than a course and a set of drills that's ready to go now.
I think we should sort of like test it, sort of not in a knot, maybe during the week. It's just I'm a bit scared that the two guys up ahead might just get, you know, trapped and slaughtered, and you know, nobody be able to do anything about it because they're out of view or whatever.
Yeah, there's always that there. But what you got to take into account as well is if they are going to get bumped, you know, if it was a section there, they'd be bumped and they'd be suppressed in the same way as the two guys would. But in this way, obviously, you've got that, as I say, you've got them kept at that arm's length, so that it means that if the section isn't suppressed, they can easily manoeuvre and completely neutralise whatever threat it is.
Seems
So,
like a brilliant tactic, I think. This stuff.
I wasn't here for the start of it, but say we get hit between RV3 and I would say RV4 would be in that circular forest behind us.
Yeah.
Do we have like a SOP for how we get back and all that, or what?
Negative. It would be a case of literally the whole point in the fire team staying back in that tree line is the fact that they're going to be able to support you. Whether that be a case of them suppressing and you bounding back in the way you normally would at section level, but obviously when you've only got two guys bounding back, you've still got that continuous rate of fire that can go in without having people to stop, obviously, to bound an entire fire team back. It basically means that you've got to get out a jail free card in that if you do get bumped, and the obviously the supporting element has got eyes on. There's no real downturn to the amount of rounds you can get out, because you're literally only losing 2 riflemen, whereas you still have you know, most of the time another 6 guys, including 2 LMGs, to put down a shitload of fire and basically render that contact completely useless, far quicker than what it would if you were putting a fire team up there.
Sorry to put my oar into this, but in exactly the situation that Mackenzie just highlighted, if they were coming through the centre of that
That's what I was thinking.
wood area there, and we've not got a clue where we're going to be putting fire down, then we are just literally suppressing the hell out of the area. Wouldn't it be in that situation a lot easier for the front 2 guys, for the 2 scouts, to just break contact while passing the information back?
Well, that's it.
Until they get into view, at least.
That's it. You've got that option to say this is here to allow for a bit of tweaking, and basically to make sure that this is a viable option, and for people to bring forward points like that. And I can see where you're coming from. You know, breaking contact, making sure your eyes on the guys before you're putting a shit ton of fire into that tree line, and basically blind firing. And you know, an even higher risk of actually hitting them. But obviously, you're not going to turn around and put that amount of fire into an area. There's a chance there's friendlies, you know.
Roger.
I like it.
This is Group 1, send over.
Situationally, it
Group
could
1,
work.
this is 0. You are to
I mean,
move to trench clearing.
everything kind of changes
range,
depending on the contact we're taking, and so I like the idea.
0,
I
this
think-
is Group 1, Roger, will there be 5 nights, over?
I got a bird, you know. If you could.
I think it's definitely useful for, like, say, wooded areas
1,
like
this is
this.
0, solid copy out.
So, you know, there's sort of less chance of a whole section getting seen. But out in, like, you know, mountainous terrain, you know, chances are that if they see 2 guys, they'll see other people, you know, 50 yards behind them.
The way that it would it takes on a whole new being when you're talking about sort of the maps we do, counterinsurgency and things like that, because obviously you're separating the majority of the fire team from the front from the point man. And as I say, if you do have anything then that is a threat, e.g., you know, IEDs and stuff like that, it's not a threat for. It's only a threat for the two guys who are up front who it would be a threat for anyway, as opposed to being a threat for probably the first 4 guys of the section if the explosive is that big and is that big. So basically, it's about limiting the amount of the section that's going to be open to that. From the front end,
Get ready to rotate through point, guys, on your own ops.
Foxon, this is Witchcraft Messenger.
Yeah, I really like it. I think it's a brilliant tactic.
It is a good idea, but it's fucking dangerous to start putting down suppressive fire when you don't know where your own guys are.
Yeah,
Yeah, well,
that's how it is.
You just have to move people either on the left or right hand side of the section all the time, then you don't do much more. Sending them through the centre will just be condemned.
I think
it's
again,
a job you give to the guys you don't like.
It's about comms as well. If you say, right, well, Delta put fire down onto the right hand edge of the trees, Charlie put fire down on the left hand side of the trees. In this particular example, then you're putting fire down, and the guys can break cover until they're in sight, and then you can put more accurate fire down.
That's it, yeah. It allows for that, that.
It'll make you stick to your proven route a lot more.
This is Witchcraft confirmed. RV5.
Yeah, good call.
As I say, it comes to it boils down to the comms, as you say. If you've got good comms and you've got a guy on the other end who's painting a picture for the entire section as to what he's doing, where he's moving, and how he's about to make his movement, whether he gets bumped or whether he's going to push forward, and which way he's going to move off in terms of that. Obviously, once you've got if you have got the trust in the guy, basically if he says you're clear to put down fire in that area, you can pretty much guarantee you're clear to do it without any repercussions. But as I agree with what you're saying, when you're talking about putting fire into a thick, dense tree line, and you can't see what's on the other side of it, obviously that's a no-go area. But it allows us then to obviously cover him if he is going to break contact and come back through the the vast expanse of that gap that was back there. It's got a lot of evolving to do.
I think this is something that really needs to be practiced a lot, because I think people are going to get lost so much if we don't practice it. Because there are 5 RVs, we managed to walk past the RV twice.
I think because there's some people didn't have GPSs.
Yeah.
I have a GPS so that I can find them. By the way, the whole crossing the open against this woodland wasn't that dangerous. If the 2 scouts went into the thick shrub and got contact in front of them in the lesser shrub in the center of the forest, it's only like a 5 meter jog backwards to get into sight. If they were in the shrub and they said the forest and was clear, then it would have been probably best to have the section bound up to them and then have them move again. So you're constantly having the line of sight on them at least.
Unless you have, say, the 2 scouts, say Drake left and then Charlie down and then still have that Delta on the right being able to provide basic fire without as much risk of shooting scouts.
It's open for there's not going to be a threat. So if you have got anything left, you can go to us, so just free to the German team, and you'll be passed on to the remaining guys.
I say we try it.
Grant, this is Johnson. Is this group 1?
Group 1, yeah.
Yeah, board up. You're supposed to take the vehicles for a while ago.
Well, thank you.
Hey Johnson.
As I say, yes.
Warning.
Doesn't matter if you sat in the cover pilot.
Grant, this is Johnson. Say again, over.
3 in.
Stay where you are.
4 in. 5 in.
Grant, this is
6 in.
Johnson. Bad copy. Say again, over.
7 in.
Mackenzie, and I don't know my number yet.
Got West in there for a moment.
Where's we all in?
Don't know where we're going.
9 in.
Going outside.
Where are we going?
All in.
Where are we going?
We're going to the trench.
That's 640142.
2-3, ceasefire.
Yeah, Grant, this is Johnson. I've
2-3,
got
regroup.
Route 1 on route to trench drain range. Copy over.
Jumped out? Not sound of it? Or moved?
Nah, it's me moving, changing seats. Someone in my seat, front.
Yeah. Can let you see? You just got giggity at the end of that.
Yeah. That fucking cracked me up because when I was watching the video, he was doing it and it was almost in time.
Basically took some screenshots this time. It was actually good.
Broken up. No, I've got some flash footage.
Probably take stills from it.
It wouldn't be that good, I don't think. But to be honest, too far ahead. It was all in line. It was flying through each other's contrails and quite nice. Loads of space left, or right space. Clear left. And clear rear.
Alright, safe on deck.
Safe on deck, Right, let's have a full circle on the... Take it to
Thanks, Mark. Alright,
It's
now,
because
for this, if you haven't done so already, I want everyone with at least 2 practice grenades. There's a crate just behind me.
Should we really
How are
be
you doing,
trusting
Blackthorn?
2-1 with grenades, even if
I'm very well.
practice?
Had a nice walk around in some forest.
Rather, it's one team from one platoon. We should never
There are
trust
actual
grenades.
AIs.
They always fuck it up.
shoot.
Oh, I'm look.
What course
I've
did
been
you
here
do?
long enough to see you always ending up killing each other with it. Either us or yourself.
No, that's usually the LT that does that. He hates 1-1.
Okay, I'm just waiting for, who's that? Okay, let's get this started. Okay, this is the trench clearance course. Shouldn't take too long. Basically, what this is imagining is that you're doing a section assault onto an entrenched position. Delta team has laid down suppressive fire, and Charlie team are moving into assault the position itself. So what I'd like is 4 volunteers to represent Charlie fire team. Okay, if you'd like to form a short extended line just over here facing the trench. Everyone else, just stick with me and I will talk through. What short range channel do you use?
5.
Radio check. Leave Charlie. Okay, I'll just do this over radio so everyone can hear. Okay, so what's happened is Charlie team have flanked round to either the left or the right and are now facing the entrenched position. What happens is a secondary base of fire is formed with Charlie Buddy Team 2 whilst Charlie Buddy Team 1 assaults. Now you want this secondary base of fire to be about 30 to 50 metres away. So in this instance, we'll have Charlie Fire Team bounding in buddies, just one bound just to get a bit closer. So somebody take the IC roll who's here, and let's get that done.
Oh, come on.
Charlie 1 prepared to bound, I guess that'll be me and Mackenzie.
Okay.
Prepare to bound, bound.
Damn.
Charlie 1's there, Charlie 2 bound.
Set. Okay. From this position, the IC will then call secondary base of fire here. This lets Charlie 2 know to stay on this position and maintain the suppression. Now Charlie 2 will always have the LMG in the section. You never want to assault a trench with the LMG, that's just a waste of firepower. So the IC will call secondary base of fire here, and then bound Charlie 1 again. So let's get that done.
Question?
Yep.
Are we barreling up to the trench, or are we just barreling closer to it?
You do a regular bound. You do that as many times as needed until you are about 10-20 meters away from the trench itself.
Alright. Secondary base of fire is here. Charlie 1, prepare to bound.
Ready?
Bound.
Come up.
Going for a piss.
Oh my god.
Charlie 1, prepare to bound again.
Ready?
Bound.
Come up.
Just a short bound.
Okay, from this position, what happens is grenades will go into the trench. The IC will call Charlie 1 grenade out. On grenade, explosion, shift fire left. Basically that lets everyone know when the explosion happens, everyone who's shooting at the trench, shift your fire left or right or whichever's applicable. What happens then is the Charlie 1 fire team will then crawl up to the trench, and then whilst crawling we'll go sideways, we'll face sideways with the guy on the left facing left, the guy on the right facing right, and roll sideways into the trench like so. Back in.
Oh, really?
This is to prevent the minimal target to any in-depth positions behind the bunker being able to slot you. Now you don't have to wait for the your buddy to roll in at the same time as you.
Cool.
You want to spend as little time as possible on the top of that trench. At that point you go full auto and light up either side of the trench. So let's do that.
Do you want Charlie 2 giving actual suppressing fire?
Work, aren't they?
Yeah,
Nick,
and
just
you can't really cover
the
shit
correct
while doing that.
calls and
Yeah,
chuck
very close together.
practice grenade each, and then move in, and then light the place up. For now, Charlie 2, hold fire.
Got that. Charlie 1, prep grenades. On explosion, Charlie 2, shift fire left.
Ready? Yep. Grenade out.
Way too high.
Okay, now you want to get in the trench as quickly as possible, so crawl as fast as you possibly can into the trench. Roll into the trench and light up left and right.
Grant, question.
Go ahead.
See, when they're doing this manoeuvre into the trench, should they not be as close together as possible? Obviously, there's going to be a massive gap between the two of them.
Yes, in reality they'd be sort of about 5, maybe 10 at a push meters apart from each other.
Copy that.
Rolling like seals.
Okay, from this position, what happens then is once Charlie 1 IC is comfortable that it is reasonably clear, he will call Charlie 2 to move up via the proven route into the trench to join them. Now Charlie 2 will then move up in the exact same footsteps as Charlie 1 and do the exact same routine to get into the trench, because there still may be in-depth positions, so you run up to the trench and then you crawl and roll into it. So, yep, go ahead.
Charlie 2, I want you to move up to our position using proven roof and get in the trench.
Oh yeah, I can see us doing that.
That's gonna look cool.
That's,
I'm not recording
yeah, that's pretty cool.
Seal maneuver.
Okay, once that's happened, what happens is Charlie basically spread out about 20 meters, 15-20 meters in either direction. This gives enough room for Delta Fire Team to then move in via the proven route and join Charlie Team, so they can move off the position as quickly as possible, because artillery is usually pre-sighted on the friendly position, so you want to get off as quickly as possible. Okay, fantastic job guys, bring it back.
4 further volunteers. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, form an extended line off to the east by the wall.
Even always can do it. That's harsh. Not going IC, that's harsh.
But I thought, see this chain of command bullshit you got going on, Mackenzie, ahead of me, shouldn't be done.
Okay, everyone who's not partaking, just come over to the side. Somebody within the group of 4, assume the role of IC, make sure his buddy is not the LMG.
Alright, okay.
Be right back, chaps.
Okay then, when you're ready, we'll have no fire this one, we'll do actual firing on the next practice. Just take it slow, talk it through, and go when ready.
Okay, Charlie Fire Team prepare to bound, Charlie 2 hold firm, Charlie 1 prepare to bound. Let's bound. Set.
This gets confusing when Charlie 2 is technically the left, isn't they? Aren't they?
Yeah, alright, Aldridge, Kansmove, you're Charlie 2, Miller, Fredrickson, you're Charlie 1. There you go, sold.
So the man in the blue.
Yep.
No, just stay where you
Bound when you're ready. Charlie 2 bound when you're ready.
Oh, just stay where we are. Alright.
So, who was the other guy?
Aldridge.
Yeah.
Aldridge.
Let's get back.
Alright, yep, go up. Just draw level. Okay, carry on.
Charlie 1 prepare to bound.
That's not you, Aldridge. Stay.
Sorry.
Aldridge.
That's alright.
Aldridge, you're Charlie 2.
If anybody gets this,
Charlie 1 set.
they can just go now and heal themselves.
Charlie 2 prepare to bound.
That's you, Aldridge. Up on the knee.
Charlie 2 bound. Charlie 2 set.
Do you bear up to the
Basic
bed,
fire
or do you
here.
bear past
Charlie
it?
2 provide cover and fire. Charlie 1 prepare to bound.
What's that?
Do you bear past it, or do you just bear up to them? We're bounding.
When you bound, you go up to them, so like you're level.
Alright, perfect. Yeah, alright.
And leapfrogging and you go past.
Charlie 1 prepare to bound again. Bound. Okay, prepare frags.
Frag out. Let's move. Crawl up.
It's a scripted grenade for a man. It's so bad. Because you don't have like any indication of where it's actually going.
You want to get in there as quickly as possible, so just use the speed crawl thing.
Right, Fred, you take left, I'll take right. Roll over the top.
All the rolls everywhere, man. Look at them. Don't go. One's in.
Oh, come on,
What's the
bro.
other one doing? Run. Hey. Oh, he's not there yet. Oh, there you go. There's no shots.
Ah, disappointing.
I reckon he got killed by barbed wire that the enemy placed in the background.
Okay, Charlie 2, move up by proven route.
Armor physics killed him.
Exactly. Dropping off small height.
Blanthorn.
Yeah.
Pick 3 guys. You'll be next. We'll do actual firing this time.
Right, everyone who has and one addition.
I'll do it again, I guess.
Okay, fantastic job, guys. Bring it back.
Has anyone else?
I think they've all done it. Yeah, so it's 2 guys who've done it already.
Let's have the LMG.
What?
We'll have 2 LMGs then.
You go.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you get to do it.
Fantastic job, Miller. Just one small criticism is you forgot to call a shift fire, but apart from that, fantastic job.
Copy that.
Don't worry, we have eyes.
Next 4. Line up.
Danker, you're in.
Oh, you bitch. It's not like you're an IC or anything of my section.
You just gonna sit there, or are we gonna?
Okay, just form extended line and on your belt buckles. Move back a bit. It's a bit cheaty to go that close.
Did you start in the
You need to assign us buddy pairs, Dan.
Oh my god, you know what? You'll be in the base of fire after that. Blanthorn and you're Charlie 2, me and thinking you'll be Charlie. No, he won't. I need someone who hasn't got an LMG because this guy's got an LMG as well.
No, don't worry.
Berger, have you done it once? Or?
What?
For this purpose, it doesn't matter if they're LMG or not, it's just in reality you try and not have the LMG assaulting. So, yep, form an extended line. Fire team, form extended line facing west towards enemy trench.
We've got them.
Okay, take it when you're ready. Use actual firing this time.
Fire team, submitting fire on enemy trench west, go. Charlie 1, inbound.
You with me, Bergen?
Yep.
Charlie 1 bound. Charlie 1 set. Charlie 2, Blanthorn, you be in charge. You're ready to bound.
Charlie 2, prepare to back. On your belly. Charlie 2 set.
Charlie 1 bound. Bound.
That.
Charlie 1 set.
Bounding to you.
You can bound up to...
Charlie 2, prepare to back. Let's back. To the deck.
Charlie 2, this is your base of fire. Charlie 1, prepare to bound.
Bound.
Grenades on explosion. Charlie 2 shift fire left.
Oops. Oh no. Go forward,
Well,
go forward.
Kill yourself.
Magazine. Back.
Charlie 2, I want you to move up to our position using proven route. Go.
Ready.
I'll check.
I'll go left.
Ready.
In position. Rolling.
Alright, meet Blanthorn, I'm gonna push north, over to push south. Go.
Good job, come back when you're finished.
Alright, let's go back, guys.
Right, we can actually.
You're a bitch. You're a bitch, Blanthorn. By the way, I'm gonna take off my scripted grenade for that. Shit's gay as hell. I can do a way better job with the regular one. We can actually see where you're aiming.
Post it into those. If not, practice basically to be able to overrun the grenade and get it to drop down into the trench.
Not to be trusted with real grenades.
No, we don't trust. Okay, now what we'll do is we'll practice it with a Delta Fire team. Basically, if you are assaulting in a straight line, for some weird reason, it's the exact same method again. You drop off Delta Fire team as base of fire, Charlie team will bound forward. As you're working in fire teams rather than buddy teams, Charlie can bound forward in one big clump of people, basically. Once you then drop off your second base of fire team, you can then bound up and do the exact same drills like we've just done. So arrange yourselves into a Charlie and Delta Fire team.
Let's just stick with normal march now, we can swap around.
Alright, and then form an extended line.
Alright, Mackenzie, you'll go in as number 10, so you're Delta.
Okay, section, let's form a line facing west, Charlie left, Delta right, on the wall to the east.
West?
I tried to say west. I like how they all ignore.
Move backwards.
Not your east.
On the wall to the west.
What?
Not your east, my east. That's why it were wrong.
Who's pointman Charlie, please?
Me.
Danker, okay, thanks.
Okay, Blanthorn, when you're ready, commence the assault.
It's not let
Okay, section, we're going to assault this trench in front of us. We're going to bound up to the position. Charlie will bound first. Charlie, prepare to bound. Charlie, let's...
I don't hear any fire.
Charlie, set.
We're meant to be firing, Blanthorn, you butthole.
Group 4, this is
Section, specify a trench in front. Charlie said. Delta, prepare to bound. Bound.
Mag out.
Charlie said. You mean Delta said Delta. Charlie, prepare to bound. Charlie.
Yeah, Duncan's in charge.
Sweet. Delta, prepare the bound. Bound. Delta set.
Delta, this is your base of fire. Charlie, the best bound. Bound. Charlie, prep grenade on explosion. Delta, I want you to shift fire right, and Charlie is going to breach the entrenched position.
Prep grenade. Straight out.
Straight out.
Okay,
Oh,
Delta,
mine was
cover the
beautiful.
train. Bunker on the right.
Easy, lads. Move up.
I'm over.
Up and moving.
Not all of us, Jesus.
I heard nothing.
Hang on, you two go in. And fucking light up, light up, light up.
Roll in yet.
Killed it.
Easy. Back in. Clear.
Get in, get in.
Next pair.
Roll, man. Roll.
Fuck.
Delta fire team, shift fire right.
Guys, move up the trenches. Move up the trenches. Fire.
Okay, I think I didn't explain it well enough. What I was intending was Delta fire team was to be dropped off.
Charlie will then move up and do the practice. Yeah, I didn't explain it, but fantastic job. Come back to the crate rearm, and you will be moving on to the reef drills course in a second.
So, Blanthorn, next time you want to say stuff? I kind of put
I
it in because...
thought you were in charge.
No, you're in charge? You said the same as before, so I was like, oh. And then I was like, we were set, and you went saying no, we were set, and Delta was just standing there doing nothing, so I thought I'll just... I thought you fucking crashed or something. Yeah, don't put me in charge again, please, thanks.
Danka really doesn't like being in charge now.
Okay, so yeah, you got that pretty much right. Just at the end there, I didn't explain it correctly. But apart from that, good job. Did you come in via
Chinook, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
We weren't allowed to use our trucks.
Really? Alright.
We were apparently
Especially
late.
after you saw Fred's driving.
No, I was too scared looking at Dangus driving, but...
Well, it could be on the way. I might have like a
this
rally
is
course.
Grant. Can you arrange for a helicopter transport for the group moving from the trench clearance to the reef drills? Over.
What's the next exercise?
Reaction to enemy.
What?
Reaction to effective enemy fire, as in getting covered.
Okay. Well,
Start shooting.
I've just called in a helipooper, so you can give that another try again if you want. Before it arrives, it should be a couple of minutes.
Oh, that's then Delta and Charlie swap place.
Okay, so yep, give that a try. So only 2 people breach. You still split up Charlie when you do the actual clearing. Yeah, that's what I didn't explain.
Glad we all didn't roll in at the same time. I mean, we kind of just got 2 people in
There
and
were
just stood there like
almost a couple of blue on blues there, so yeah. Alright, let's get it done.
Alice, can you say it over the radio, mate? I can barely fucking hear you.
Pay for
Blanthorn?
You can go one down from me, mate.
Yeah, there'll be a bit just then, please, thanks.
full body team.
Yeah, because I'm not going to say that on the radio.
Dangus really unhappy that he was in charge of it.
Because he said he was going to do it.
Yeah, first.
Okay, guys, spread out to the right a bit, and start in 20 seconds. 1, 3, 2, 3, ready to check over? 2313, Lima Charlie, be advised, moving on your go, over. 1, this is 2, roger, stepping off, now, out.
Brian,
Yeah.
what are the radio nets in this thing? Because lots of people seem to be on channel 1, which should be our one, because we're group.
I don't know. There was a bit of a clusterfuck when it came to radios for ArmA anyway. Okay, so you got contact front. Carry on.
Section form extended line facing west. Press the fire on the trench in front. Go. Delta provide cover and fire. Charlie prepare to bounce. Charlie bounce. Charlie said Delta prepare to bounce.
Let's
1323, hold position, ceasefire.
You got it? Double set.
1 I'd like to hold your position, take a hit.
Charlie prepare to bounce. Let's bounce. Charlie set.
Did something just end your grenade?
Delta prepare to bound. Delta, let's bound. To the deck.
Magazine.
Delta, this is your base of fire. Charlie, prepare to bound. Let's bound. Charlie set. Charlie 2.
1-3 reset.
Gunners Mackenzie, you are base of fire. On grenade explosions, you'll shift fire left. Delta, grenade explosion, you'll shift fire right. Charlie 1, prepare to bound.
Back in.
We're shifting fire right with the next. Magazine. Back in.
that grenade.
If I ride.
Supposed to throw the grenade.
That's it, down. Somebody smoke.
Magazine.
There goes the smoke.
Now let's do like 2-3 and toss frag grenades at the yellow smoke.
That was well timed. Give it.
Pop.
That was well timed. The roll was well timed.
Magazine.
Back.
Okay, Charlie 2, move up to the trench, use the move.
Get that fire
Delta,
up.
shift fire right.
Magazine.
We seem to be timed.
Again.
Delta, ceasefire.
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 Delta, move up to this position using proven route, or not, if the case may be.
Moving.
You always want to just run in situations like this, Danker, where they've secured them.
Yeah, I can be pressing X and to stand up, so.
No.
Oh,
it was-
Planton,
I threw
Planton didn't
grenade.
roll
It
in.
was,
Discharge that man.
too short.
I didn't roll in because it's already been cleared.
Nah, mate, you roll in.
Shut up,
Just
troll.
try and beat you on the other side.
Where?
Shut up, troll.
Everybody line up in a line. Let's see if we can roll across one side of the trench to the other.
Okay, good job, guys. In reality, the ranges would be a bit larger. Like Delta would actually be 200 meters off to the east. Charlie 2 and Charlie 1, where they separate, would be about 30 to 50 meters away from the trench. So unfortunately, because of the weird way this range is set out, we couldn't do those kind of ranges. But apart from that, fantastic job, guys. Well done. And we'll go and wait for the chopper then.
Good question. Why wasn't I issued a sword?
Because you're not Japanese.
We don't trust you with anything sharp.
I have another question.
Trust you with a gun.
You're American though, so you don't get
Okay.
swords. We're British, we stab people, we get the swords.
Question regarding grenades. As you probably saw, one of the grenades fell short there.
Quite short.
And was it yellow smoke grenade?
No, it was
Did
a
he even
practice
leave his
grenade.
hand?
But I tried this different type of throw, with just a straight arrow. Yeah, are you supposed to max the power meter in order for it to?
Oh, helicopter's here to say.
Well, you try and do overarm throw, but yeah, that's one thing you might want to
20 Bravo, 10 Bravo,
yeah,
1
let's
front over.
pop it over to the actually, come into the exit just to the south of the roof, and then prepare to board this chopper later.
What do you say to an upset helicopter?
Cheers, Alex.
I'm going to
Love
ask
you
you
too, Alice.
to hurry up a bit, sorry. Please board the chopper right now.
Alright, section.
Okay, section.
You're ready to go.
Order to march. 1 Danker, 2 Blanthorn, 3 Casman, 4 Noblet, that's... Sorry, 5... Burkett's gone, isn't he? So 4 Noblet, that's Charlie.
Gents, what section is this?
5 Fred, 6 Miller, 7 Mackenzie, 8 Froyland, that's Delta. Sound off by the numbers.
I got 2.
Order, good, cancel.
Both of us, 1, 1, 2.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I'll see.
Alright, gents, I'll let you do your order march momentarily. For now, I want you to listen in. I'm going to wait for the chopper to lift off and I'll crack on, alright?
Okay, nice hat.
Can I have you?
See, I've got one for the piston section. Right then, gents, so I've got 2-1 and 1-1, good stuff. Right, we're going to go straight into it. As I said, I'll let you guys sort your order match it later on, but for now, we're going to go straight into reef drills. So, first and foremost, what is reef? Alright, that's reaction to effective enemy fire. Hopefully that doesn't buzz the fucking range. Oh, good stuff. Alright, so there are 4 things to keep in mind. Alright, don't worry about your herringbone, guys, just gather around, school circle. Loose formation, it's all good. There you go. Right, so 4 things to keep in mind, okay, when it comes to your reef drills. First and foremost, the availability of cover, okay? Whenever we're out in the field, whenever we're moving from A to B, hopefully getting towards C, etc., we always keep in the backs of our minds what kind of cover is available to us on our routes, okay? That comes from section command level, i.e. what the section commander will tell his point man in terms of the route to use, the most affordable cover, all the way through to everything that encompasses your pre-war. Alright, your 6 section battle drills. Always moving through cover, always finding cover where available, always sticking to cover so that when the shit hits the fan, you've got something to protect you from the fucking rounds coming in so you don't get pieces of your belt kit go flying off, alright? So, as I said, first and foremost, the availability of cover. Secondly, the ability to suppress the enemy, alright? So you've got yourself into cover. Do you have the ability to suppress the enemy from that position, okay? Can you clear your barrel? Can you get it facing towards the enemy? Can you start suppressing them? Thirdly, once you're in cover and you're suppressing, can you win that firefight? Okay? Nice and simple. The enemy at the moment have you in their field of fire. They're suppressing you. You need to be able to turn the situation on its head and suppress them, okay? And that leads to the fourth part of reef, which is the ability to then fire and move, okay? You've got into cover, you've just suppressed them, you've now won the firefight, but you now need to close with, engage and destroy the enemy, okay? Part and parcel of fire and maneuver warfare, everything the infantry encompasses and is damn fucking good at, okay? Now, the drill itself, okay, encompasses 6 parts. Dash, down, crawl, observe, sights, fire, okay? The way we look at this, you dash forwards no more than 15 to 20 meters, okay? When I say no more, you can dash 5 meters front if you want, 10 meters front if you want, but never ever dash any further than 20 meters. That is a long distance to be dashing front, okay? Typically, you want to make it short, sharp, and shit hot, alright? The longer you spend on your feet running forwards or in a zigzag fashion, the more of a target you are, the more exposing yourself you are towards the enemy, okay? He can still see you, you're in a sight picture, okay? After you've dashed forwards in a zigzag fashion, and I'll explain why we do this, it's to keep the enemy moving his sights so that he can't acquire you in a sight picture. If he has to keep resetting and readjusting his sights onto you, he can't suppress you, he can't get an effective round onto you, okay? It keeps him moving constantly, which is bad for him, good for you, alright? Once you've done that, you're getting yourself down on the ground, concealing yourself as best you can, alright? That could be using tall grass, any kind of rock cover available, anything that conceal your position, that can conceal your position so that the enemy can no longer obtain you within his sight picture and then start effectively suppressing you. Keep in mind, however, always remember the back of your head, you are still in his field of fire. Until you get onto his position and kill him, you are still in his field of fire, alright? Thirdly, you crawl. You crawl forwards, whether directly front to the nearest piece of cover or zigzag. The reason why we zigzag, you're still shifting your position. You're still shifting out of his line of sight, making him guess. Where did that fucker just go to? He was there a moment ago, he's gone now. Keep the enemy guessing, okay? Fourthly, observe. This is where you are bringing target indication into the picture, alright? You're looking front, looking onto your flanks, looking into the area where you've just received contact from, and you are looking for 3 primary things. First and foremost, muzzle flash. That is the biggest indicator of where the enemy is currently situated. You will see their muzzle flash. Secondly, tracer fire. Good indication of where an enemy might be on your flanks or to your front is with incoming tracer fire, whether it's red, green, whatever fucking colour it might be. That's an indicator of the direction the enemy is situated in and the direction they're firing. And thirdly, enemy movement. They may have sighted you, they may have fired at you, they now may be trying to maneuver onto your flanks, so you may see them passing left to right or right to left, as per the drills you've just gone through with your target indication, okay? Fifth, sights. This is where you bring the enemy into your sights, and then finish it off with the last one, fire. You put a couple rounds on them, okay? Now, I will explain, there's 2 ways in which you can conduct your reef drills. Both are acceptable, okay? And when I say acceptable, I mean acceptable by the British Army. First and foremost, dash, you get down, you crawl, you observe, you sight, then you fire. The second drill teaches, or at least the doctrine teaches you to fire in response and then move. The reason why it's acceptable to fire in response is if 1, there is minimal cover, and 2, there is an urgency to immediately suppress that position. Alright? Keep in mind, as you're being fired at, and you're then moving, you're still being suppressed. By returning a volley of fire towards the enemy, you're in turn suppressing them. That will make them react to that. They will get their heads down. They will think twice about standing there, blatting away like it's going out of fashion, alright? Now, as I've said with the reef drills, there are 2 important things, and this is something that the NCOs want to keep in mind as well, but this is applicable to everyone. There are 2 things to keep in mind with the reef drills here, okay, when it comes to, shall we say, the 4th part, well, the 4th section battle drill, which is the, 4th section battle drill, which is essentially winning the firefight. First and foremost, if section members can see the enemy quite clearly, and they've made that known by the target indication, i.e. they've just called it out as a contact call, the section commander will directly issue a fire control order. Alright, section contact front 200 meters, section suppressive fire, so a good example of a brief fire control order there. What will then happen is obviously you just start brassing the position up, job done, and you can start assaulting soon after. However, if no one can see the enemy, i.e. they're in a well-concealed position, you may not immediately have eyes on, you may not have spotted muzzle flash, you may not have seen their movement, tracer fire, or anything like that. You may be in tall grass and just not be able to actually see things. There are 3 things you can do in sequential order. First and foremost, observe to your front and look for likely positions and try to identify movement and muzzle flashes. So this is a hard one. Keep in mind at this point you are not suppressing, you are observing, okay? But you're looking for likely positions. Where might the enemy be? Alright? I've just taken contact to my front. It sounded relatively close. I'm now looking to the area to my front, the terrain, any kind of static building features, so on and so forth. Where is the enemy likely to be in this picture, okay? Secondly to that, once you've observed and you've, shall we say, found a likely candidate for a likely known position, put some fire onto it, okay? You don't need a fire control order to do this. As a rifleman, there is nothing stopping you from putting rounds onto a likely position. The reason why we do this is to flush out the enemy and to prompt enemy effect, or to prompt an effect from that position, okay? So what I mean by this is quite simple. Let's say, for example, Joe Blogg's number 3 section rifleman has just got his arse down onto his belt buckle. He's looked front, hasn't seen shit, and he's just seen a compound, his front, with roof access. And it's quite possible there's some twat with an AK at the top there. Put some rounds on it, alright? It poses a potential immediate threat. And by putting rounds onto that location, if there is anything there, one of a few things will happen. One, the enemy on that location will immediately return fire. They're going to break contact, or they're going to move at that position and start moving left or right. Either way, you will see muzzle flash, you will see tracer, or you will see movement. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yes, indeed.
Alright. Thirdly and finally, and as I said, this is in sequential order, and this is for the NCOs only, section commanders, you may want to put 2 men front of the position, no more than 5 meters, if you've not been able to identify the enemy's location, either by observing or by prompting a reaction by putting fire onto it. As soon as you put those couple of men front, whether it's a battle buddy team, let's say 1 or 2 people, or just 1 person, depends, what that will do is it may prompt the enemy to then engage that person as he's running or as they're running, and that will allow the rest of the section, as they're observing, to then identify and bring in a target indication of that enemy's known position. Alright? So you'll see the muzzle flash from that, you'll see the movement from that, and you'll see the tracer from that, okay? Now, main crucial things to remember, always, at any level when doing your reef drills, first and foremost, rapid movement. Alright, your movement must be rapid, your drills must be absolutely to the point and mimicking the speed in which you're doing it, alright? The reason why it needs to be rapid, the longer you stay on your feet in that enemy's field of fire, you are a target, okay? Simple as that. Secondly, your target indication and your communication as a section at section level, alright? If the section commander does not see the target himself, call out, alright? So what ICs have I got here right now?
I think it's just myself.
May well just be, alright, so it's just Corporal Blanthorn. Okay, so Blanthorn, say for example, mate, your section's out there, you've just taken contact, your reef drills have kicked in, but no one's called out where the contact is. Ask your lads, simple as that. If no one can see it, they'll say so. If someone does see it, they'll pipe up. Yeah, I've got contact in my front, 150 metres, quarter left. And then you can develop your FCO on top of that. Likewise, riflemen, section buds, your contact calls need to be crystal clear. Alright? A lot of shit can happen in those few moments when rounds are coming in. It's a very adrenaline pumped and charged atmosphere. Everyone gets pretty fucking excited when the rounds start flying, but that leads to very sloppy comms, okay? Bit of a nightmare, especially when you're trying to tell your section commander exactly where that enemy is and exactly what that enemy is. He needs as much information from you as you need from him, okay? Finally, aggression. Your movement needs to be aggressive, alright? We've all heard the phrase maximum fucking violence and maximum fucking aggression before. Nowhere is it as necessary as it is here with your reef drills, okay? As soon as your reef drills are done, so that's the second part of your section battle drills, and you've just won the firefight and you're now onto your 5th section battle drill, your assault, okay? You need to start thinking maximum aggression, rapid movement, change the fucking tempo of the situation into my favour, and then get onto their front doorstep and clean the fucking house out. Does that make sense? Don't allow yourself to get bogged down. Don't allow yourself to lose momentum. Alright? This is at all levels. So I expect every rifleman here to know his drills inside out, as well as the NCOs. Now, with that being said, lads, what we're going to do, we're going to go into a very quick drill just here on the field. Alright, I'm going to put you guys into an extended line facing east. We're going to run through a very fast drill where I can see you demonstrate what I've just gone through with your reef drills. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put you onto the ranges. You should see the large wall with 4 doors over there. There are 4 separate lanes. Just be warned here, the range itself was made quite quickly, courtesy of Bombardier Skull, so thank him later. It does seem to have quite an obua-centric kind of theme to it. However, it is fit for purpose in training you up for your obua drills. However, as I said, it's not exactly, you know, the biggest of spaces. But as there's currently 2, 4, 6, 8 of you, what we'll do is we'll pair you up in twos so you'll work as a battle buddy system as opposed to just doing it individually. Is that clear?
Yep.
Alright, happy days. So let's get you into extended line now, guys. Facing east, if you please. You'll have 1 exposure of a red contact. That will denote an enemy position engaging you directly. Corporal Blanthorne, if you can please, I'd like you to just move your section out into extended line, should we say the patrol formation. You'll then receive your contact. What I'd like you to do is just quite simply get your lads to perform the reef drills, suppress the contact, and then that will be that. Alright?
Okay, section, extended line facing east, Charlie left, Delta right.
Right, Blanthorne in your own time, mate. Get your section moving front.
Roger that, weapons up, let's advance east, let's move.
Contact front medium.
Scene! Section, suppressive fire, east.
Ceasefire.
Half the fucking section just got literally straight down on their belt buckles. Where was the dash? Where was the dive? Where was the fucking crawl and the rest of it? Gents, need I say more, alright? If you simply get down, you are still in the enemy's line of fire. You are still in their field of fire. You are still a target. He can see you. If he can see you, he can engage you. And if he can engage you, you are going home in a box. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Dash forwards, dive down,
Indeed.
crawl, observe, sights, fire. Do it again. Right, Lanthorne, reset. Just keep your section extended line there, we'll crack on.
Section, extended line facing east, Charlie left, Delta right. Section, let's advance east, weapons up, let's move.
Contact front medium.
See? Cover. Section, suppressive fire, front, enemy in the open in front of the tree.
But remember, lads, remember to zigzag. If you just dash forwards, you are still in his sight picture. All he has to do is hold back on that trigger, and that's it. That's the end of you. Remember, if you move from left to right, if you zigzag and move in front, he has to retrain his sights on you. That means he's not able to effectively suppress you so much. That gives you the upper hand and the advantage to then move into a closer position to close with, engage, and destroy him. Right, Blanthorne, you can, mate. Ceasefire, please. Let's get you guys on the ranges. We're going to run through the ranges very quickly, and then we'll end this with a final drill. Do I have Cope here still? Or is he still over there?
He's running.
Right, if we can, in your current formation as you are, let's have pair 1, Noblet and Casman. Let's have pair 2, Blanthorne and Danker. Pair 3, let's have Fredrickson and who's this? Miller. And
Casman, where are you going?
let's have Brolin and Mackenzie.
Hiding.
Right,
I'm
gents,
using Blanton
in
as a
your
shield.
pairs, I'd like you to take up positions. So Frolin, Mackenzie,
See the Wrath of
left,
Ellis.
all the way through to whoever it was on the far right. So get yourselves in your respective lanes, gents. Right, lads, if you can't don't enter just yet, I'm going to quickly go through a thing or two and then I'll let you crack on.
Ready to preach.
So remember, move from cover to cover. Think about how you're going to get from A to B, okay? Work as a team. Work as a pair, alright? As one is suppressing, make sure the other's moving. When the other stops, he suppresses, and then the other moves. If you need to change mags, call out. Is that clear?
Clear.
As much as this is a part of Reef, this is also a part of Obua, so I expect slick drills on this. When you're ready, enter.
Casman. Ready. Breaching.
Ready.
Breaching right.
Okay, breaching. Left.
Suppressing fire, moving right.
Okay, Fred, I'm
Is there meant to be targets?
What's going on?
There will be, if you get your ass front.
Okay, people are in, let's go.
Right, Blanthorn, do you want to move up on my name? Got it.
Set. Should we shoot this target?
So what?
Contact front!
Blanthorn?
Is that the only...
As soon as you engage the target, consider it down. Remember, mate, call out if you're changing your mag as well. Let your battle buddy know what you're doing. If you're changing mag, tell him he'll start suppressing and vice versa.
Moving up to you.
Press on, keep moving forwards.
Move up.
Contact right. Moving up on the right, Blanthorn.
Keep your suppressor fire going. As one moves, one suppresses.
Contact! Moving up.
Magazine.
Close contact.
Moving up, Blanthorn.
Okay, it's clear. I'm moving.
Right, Blanthorn, in this case, mate, you've got a section, mate. Well, you've got a section front. Moving a large fucking distance front. As he's moving, you want to be covering him. It's treated no different than bounding, so as one fire team bounds front, the other fire team should be suppressing their little fucking hearts off. Never allow a battle buddy to move without some kind of fire going down. Remember, if you're not suppressing, you're being suppressed. Right, crack on, mate.
Moving to you, Duncan.
Blanthorn, I'll got a grenade on it.
I'll go on then.
Perfect grenade. Grenade out.
Ahmed, why the hell are you saying mag out?
Mag out, innit? I thought it said magazine.
Moving up.
Magazine. Ah.
She fell. Bridget.
Alright, that's the lane complete.
Well, that was intense. These blanks, they don't actually affect targets, do they?
Alright, fuck this. Walking this for ponces. Alright, Blanthorn, Danker, just grab yourselves a seat. I'll see what the rest are doing.
Oh, they went that
lads,
bad.
are we done?
Oh, right, yeah, hold on. I thought we were going again.
Did the blanks do anything to the targets? Because some of them was like, I'll light up and none. Okay.
So I'm going to get the last exercise out of the way before we officially end X. If you guys want to continue this range, feel free. Until then, if you really don't want to just...
Yeah, we've done at least one.
Right, we get them back onto the clearing then. We'll get through the last drill and then I'll be off.
I'll go get the
That grenade though, Danke. Not Danke, right, Blanthorn. That grenade though. That grenade though.
It was lovely.
Alright lads, if you want to bring it in. Alright, last small groups joining us. So, how did we find that? As I did say, a bit obvious-centric. If I had it my way, it'd be an empty fucking field, some red smokes and lots of rocks and tree cover, etc, etc. But them's the breaks. Still, it does serve a purpose because it allows you to practice at least some relatively effective reef drills within an obvious environment. It's certainly a lot more fast-paced, and it certainly forces you to work as a team. Okay, so I'm hoping that was at least imparted on you. What we're going to do now, just to cap things off, and I'm pretty sure at least a couple of you here might want to run through this again. I know I've had a few comments from some of the other groups kind of wishing it was a bit longer than it was. Who knows what the future holds. Normally, with 2 sections, what I do is I do this at a 2-section level, so essentially a 2-up. Have one section base of fire, the other section assault. But what we're going to do is we're going to do this from a single section perspective. So we'll have one fire team base of fire, the other section, fire team assault. Okay. I still want to see effective reef drills put in place. However, you're going to encompass not well, pretty much essentially your 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th section battle drills. Okay. So you'll react, your eyes on, you'll win the firefight, and your assault. Okay. Now, with that being said, unless there's any quick questions now, Blanthorn, I'd like you to get your section straight back onto the field facing east. You'll have a further couple exposures of red smoke contacts, and we'll see how you fare with an actual assault thrown into the mix. Again, lads, I don't want to see any of this. It doesn't need to be said anymore, but still, if you do that, obviously you're still in the enemy's field of fire, you're still going to get brassed up, okay? So make sure you dash forwards. No more than 20 meters, that's a long fucking distance to travel. Realistically, you only need to cover about 5 to 10, okay? As a bod, as a fucking sane thinking person, look for that nearest piece of cover you can get your ass behind, okay? I know it doesn't bode well with this field because it's as flat as Keira Knightley's tits. There you go, that's the breaks. Make do, okay? Just picture a nice, lovely fucking rock to hide behind. And remember what I said, alright? Availability of cover, ability to suppress, ability to win the firefight, and then finally the ability to fire and move, alright? Needs to be rapid, needs to be fluent, needs to be well coordinated, and it needs to be fucking aggressive. Is that clear?
Yep.
Alright, bloody brilliant. Blanthorn, get your section formed up, mate. Extend the line facing east, and we'll crack on.
Section, standard line facing east, Charlie left, Delta right.
You finally figured it out, Noblet.
No, I wasn't going to sink to your level.
But you just did.
Yeah, I know.
Right, when you're ready,
Blanthorn,
let's...
in your own time, mate. Advance front.
weapons up, let's advance east, let's move.
Is that an enemy here?
Contact front.
Contact front, okay.
Ah, screw it.
Section, suppressive fire, enemy, tree line, front.
I can see.
I want Delta to suppress. Charlie will advance and destroy. Charlie, prepare to bound forward. Charlie, let's bound.
Cool.
No belly. Charlie, prepare to bound. Charlie, let's bound. Delta shift fire right. Charlie 2, I want you to get up and clear it. Walk through it.
Magazine.
Ceasefire, regroup, back here.
Alright, school circle, lads. Alright, a couple of things to think about. Alright, this is not just for the NCOs amongst us, but this is for all riflemen. So we're going to get visitors momentarily as well, so I'll run through this pretty quickly. Alright, first and foremost, alright, if you're in a situation where there's literally fuck all cover, alright, your rifle is your cover. Alright, so you put down a lot of firepower in that initial first moment, okay? As I said, there's two types of rifles. One where you move forward straight away, and one you return the fire straight away. Both are viable, both are useful. It depends on the situation, the level of fire incoming, and how you utilise it, okay? Secondly, on top of that, I'm just going to wait a moment just in case you guys can't hear me because of the Chinook. It would appear we have unannounced visitors. No, we have to fucking China right here.
I thought we destroyed all the channel campaign.
Yes, I see what you did there. 2 points. Right. With that being said, gents, the assault itself, okay? So, the reef drills, good. I think I saw someone literally just get their arse straight down.
Yeah, it was me.
Yeah,
I did it
good
too.
lad for riding up to it, but in future, mate, just remember, yeah, if you just get your arse down and don't dash forwards. Oh, I better not. I'm not actually kind of fucking BFA. I would have killed you then. Fucking hell, Jesus Christ. I was about to fucking brass him up then. Yeah, you're gonna get brassed up, mate. Simple as that. All right. Bad fucking things are gonna happen. Always make sure you move forwards. Don't just get yourself down. One, you're gonna get fucking left behind. Two, you're gonna end up fucking looking like Swiss cheese. It's as simple as that. All right. Move forwards. Get into cover. Now, with the assault itself, as I mentioned, that lack of good availability of cover. Obviously, the two crucial factors that would have dictated how that assault went was first and foremost the ability to win the firefight, and secondly, the ability to fire and move, right? So, fire and maneuver warfare. What you could have done, and this is to you, Blanthorn, with regards to your QBO there, instead of sending Delta round on the right-hand side, sorry, no, actually, you sent Charlie straight forwards. Instead of doing that, you could have utilised Delta, shifted them round onto the left flank, bypassing Charlie as Charlie suppressed front quite heavily. That would have afforded you a shield by which you could have used to keep the enemy's heads down as you then either peeled by individual or peeled by buddy team or as an entire fire team. Get them right in, then as soon as Delta's on position, shift that fire right, nice and aggressive, nice and quick and rapid onto the position. Job's done. Simple as that. Instead of bounding front, you've got nowhere to go. All your firepower is now concentrated onto the right-hand side of that enemy position, which then has to shift fire right because they're rapidly entering friendly's lines of fire and friendly's arcs of fire. Does that make sense to you? So think about it. What's the terrain like? What's my cover like? All the stuff we covered in JNCO, but for the rest of you buds as well, think about that, okay? Cover, suppressing the enemy, winning the firefight, fire and moving, alright? The basic drills, dash, down, crawl, observe, sights, fire, being rapid about it, being nice and clear about what you can see and well coordinated, and then finally, being very fucking aggressive about your movement, alright? They're there to kill you just as much as you're there to fucking kill them, alright? And we know who we want to fucking win at the end of the day. That's it, gents. If you guys want to stick around and crack on with the rest of the other lanes, feel free. If not, I think everyone's disco now, so you are clear to index.
Apparently we're going round again. Apparently
we're going round again,
yeah, you're heading to target indication now, gents. So if you're clear to board...
Have these guys not done target indication yet?
I don't believe so, mate, no.
Nope. Alright then, gents, it's not over for you yet. Right, get yourselves boarded up, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and cheers for sticking it out.
Thank you. I'm told that Ains is just boarding up a few from target indication. They're coming over here.
Blanthorn, I've got a disco in.
Roger that. Casman, your 2IC.
For now, 3 in, but guess I'll have to make up a new order of march.
6, now 5, not sure.
All in, all in.
All in.
Let's lift.
That is code.
Right, lifting.
Just to target indication, all in.
Sir, this is Giant 2. I've just lifted from reef drills, heading off to target indication at this time. Over.
for me, it's like instinctual. When I hear contact, it's just get to the ground. No other, nothing like that.
Same here.
Sarah, this is Giant 2 Radio check channel 8. Oh.
From experience, even in 6A, the guys that run are the first to die.
The guy who goes to give the LMG ammo is the one that dies.
And the guy that zigzags have an even shorter lifespan.
Sarah, this is Giant 2 Radio check channel 9. Oh.
Who are you trying to get, mate?
Sarah, this is Giant 2. I'm just coming up to the target indication now. About to do the switch over at that location. Over. Right, safe on deck.
Great jokes have to have a school circle on that.
Yeah, they're coming in, they're going to reef, I believe.
We have a reason order which is out, which is the only one that's run from. I'll set up an auto march.
Do I need an auto march? Is this all of 2-1 or something, or?
2-1 and 1-1.
How many people on 1-1 are here?
Only 2, Ferguson and Furland.
It's a shame the NCOs weren't here, never mind. Oh, oh, a second. No,
it's
I
Johnson
am the
and
NCO. Beg your pardon. No wonder. Right, so we've got Blanform and Cope is obviously doing other stuff. Okay, that makes sense.
I'm pretending to be 2IC.
Okay, well you can. Is anyone doing the GNCO course next week?
Yep.
Anybody else? Okay, Cope and Blanform and Kazman come with me. Everyone else go over that way.
Alright. Let's do it at the double, guys.
Hey, does this mean I can pretend that I know stuff again?
Yes.
We
going away to drink Earl Grey.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
How have you found the evening so far?
Honestly, boring like hell.
Make a 15-minute do really quickly, mate. Sorry, what are you saying?
Honestly, boring like hell.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. A lot of the stuff seems a bit redundant.
Redundant, such as?
The scout part, as an example, seemed a bit, well, far-fetched.
Which parts were you doing in the scout park? To be honest, I have not had time, because of the fuck-up with the maps, to actually go through what the hell he was going to do. He had an idea, but I had no idea. I couldn't certify it. Does that make sense?
It's not a terribly bad idea. He's suggesting that we have lead scouts from now on, not from now on, from time to time, who'll walk ahead sort of 40-50 meters in front of us. So just a buddy team. And then if they explode, we know there's bad things up.
Some bounding with them, and did he talk about?
Yeah, he did.
Did he reinforce like shadows and 5S's and stuff like that?
No.
No. Did he not? Oh,
is that not what this is? Is this? Or is this is once you found?
This is fire control orders.
But to be honest, it was already very long without going over how to actually find things.
That's fine. It's fine. Right. Okay. So target indication. How do you give target indication? Someone give me target indication to something. Over there. There's stuff over there.
Alright, I'll do it then. Okay, enemies fighting in group of trees, front, medium distance.
Front. Okay. Yeah, not bad.
I mean, if you didn't immediately see them, I would give you something more.
See, yeah, that's fine. Obviously, you guys were in the right section anyway, so obviously you know that typically what's in phase 1 is ALE, which is something like alert, location, explanation, which is supposed to be something like contact front 300 infantry, and you're supposed to say that all at the beginning and do a reef drill at the same time. But what I think typically happens is you just shout contact front, doesn't it really? And then someone gives target indication, which is what you just gave. That's typically what ends up happening. I've actually found that other sections are actually doing it the way we do it, which is just contact front and then target indication afterwards, which is good because it's the proper way to do it, and it's not the way it's been taught in phase 1. So I'm going to go over what's happening in phase 1 training and adjust it because the recruits must be getting mightily confused. Right, so that's target indication. What do, as a section commander, do you do after someone's given target indication?
If it's within range to engage, I'll start shooting at it. If it's shooting back at me,
You'll start shooting at it, just you?
just me.
So you want to say fire control order? Or whatever you called it?
Stand by. Roger, ask Johnson about that, over. Right, sorry. Sorry, what were you saying?
I said, so you are trying to say fire control order, so everybody does it.
Correct. So what is a fire control order?
Over to you, Blanton.
It's you split it up into who you want to shoot. No, who wants to be shooting. So section, fighting, whatever. What they're shooting at, and then the rate of fire.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So a fire control order is given to a section or a group, so they can see and fire upon the enemy. That's the point of it. So I should have said, what's the point of a fire control order? But and what you were explaining is an acronym for that. Do you know it?
Yes, I just thought of it as great. So group, range, indication, target, or no, type of fire.
Type of fire. Yeah. The indication includes the target. So it's just grit. And the other acronym, Casman, is?
Say again?
What's the other acronym for fire control order?
Blur?
How you say it.
Stand by.
How you say it?
Stand by.
Standing by.
Solid copy. Yeah, in about 10-15 minutes I will be telling everyone to index out. It's not very, very late, is it? Or is it very late for people that aren't in British summers? I don't know. It's 11:15.
11:15 here.
Oh, is it? That's the problem.
Yeah.
So some people are at 11:15 or midnight. Never mind. It couldn't really be helped because of the mission. Never mind. Yeah. Right. So the other one is clap. Do you know what that stands for?
If you're asking me, then no, not really. I haven't done JNCO yet.
Okay, that's no problem. We'll explain everything. Clear loud.
As an order.
Mm-hmm.
And oh no, I don't want the P stands for, but it should be concise.
Pauses.
There you are.
So clear, as in everyone can understand you. Loud, so everybody can hear you. Obviously, as an order, because you're not asking it as a question. You're telling everyone this is what's going to happen. And pauses. Why the pauses?
Give people time to digest it. Give you time to think. And
yes.
also, if someone says, "Oh shit, there's a fucking,"
yeah. Pause is for the oh shit, there's a tank. Yeah, that's correct. So, yeah. So basically, you do a pause. I personally do a pause between each GRIT, between each of the grit members. For example, you could say section and then pause, and it gives them a second for each individual to say, "Oh shit, that's me. I'm part of the section," or "Oh shit, that's me. I'm part of Charlie," and then and so on and so forth. So you've got grit and you've got clap. So we'll go through grit then. You've actually already said this, but you've got group, so you'd say like something like section or Charlie. Then you've got range. For this, you don't need to say meters or anything like that. You can just say 300 or 400, because that way you can shorten it a little bit more. Indication, you literally just want to say the absolute minimum required, so it could be, not minimum required, but you only want to say the absolute keywords rather than as a full sentence. You don't have to say as a full sentence. You could just say something like quarter left, reference right of, barn, infantry in the open. Okay, obviously I've missed out. If that isn't full English, if you were saying that, if you were writing that down in an English exam, you obviously wouldn't say it like that, would you? It's sort of like a caveman speaking. But it's nice and clear that way. Okay. And after you've given the indication, which is basically explaining where the target is and what the target is, so people can find the target, you want to give type of fire. Type of fire isn't just rate of fire. You could use this for ATs. Okay. So you could say NLAWs or whatever, and people with NLAWs will engage them. And then finally, you want to complete the fire control order with the command what?
Fire.
Correct. You do not want to say the keyword fire until you actually want to fire.
You broke out.
So like suppressing fire, but you've already said fire once. Does that make sense?
So what do you say? Suppressive or suppressive hold or something?
Nope, you say suppressive. Pause. Fire. Okay. Or you could give indication, then pause, and then say suppressive fire. Okay. So the different types of fire control orders, do you know them? There's 4 or 5.
Individual.
Yep.
Like a quick and dirty one, an extended one, and a group one.
Individual and group I determined to be the same. I know they call them individual, but you can use groups as well like that, in a way. You've got brief, you've got full, you've got delayed. And the final one is tracer. Now this isn't actually in the JNC of course, but that does exist. Basically where you just use a tracer as part of your fire control order. So brief is what? Give a guess, Casman. What's brief?
A short burst.
Short burst of what? Your fire control order, not a brief order, but what the actual fire control order was brief rather than your rate of fire.
I think I got confused there, sorry.
A brief order is something as simple as section, quarter left, rapid fire. As in, it's a very short order, yes. Compared to a full order, which might be something like this. Section, quarter left, 300, reference right of the bunker, infantry in the open. Rapid fire sort of thing, yeah. So yeah. That's a full order. That's as much detail as possible. You could also say burst fire, but I don't think we actually use that, do we? Yeah, we do. And then you've got delayed orders. What's the delayed order? Have a guess, Casman.
A delayed order. I guess that would be calling it in, but waiting with calling fire.
Correct.
So people know what to aim at.
Correct. The easiest way to do this is to say something like section 250, quarter right, woods, await my order, suppressive fire. Yeah, and you can say suppressive fire, but telling people await my order means they know you've completed the order and you've been waiting a while for it. But at least they're not standing itching to go and will end up pressing the button thinking you must have said it or something like that. And then you've got individual, which is literally instead of stating the group, a group, you state an individual such as Charlie LMG or anything like that. Yeah. Also, with those sorts of orders, you can give individuals orders, but you can also give individuals or groups orders at the same time. So you can say Charlie quarter left, target bunker, Delta half right, target house, and then you can shout rapid fire, and both of them will engage those targets at both the same time. And you could even separate the rates of fire. You could say Charlie rapid, Delta deliberate, and then pause, and then fire. And finally, tracers is literally you just insert at the end, watch my tracers, where the enemy hits, or watch my tracers, and then you could say to the right of my tracers or something like that if you've slightly missed. Or if they're dropping, you could say 12 o'clock my tracers or whatever like that. But you can basically give tracers as part of the target location. Did you say you're doing the JNCO course, Casper?
Yeah, been asked.
I don't think he actually teaches tracers, but I reckon if you started using them in your commands properly, as in like section quarter left, section 400 quarter left, reference right of house, watch my tracers, bang bang bang, rapid fire. Like obviously don't use rapid, but you have to use suppressive. That'd probably be good. I don't know if you'll shout it or not, but it is in proper. That is British Army tactics, so you shouldn't get told off for that.
Well, we do use it in ops as well, so
yeah,
why not?
Yeah. I don't think it's in the JSO course, but it should be. And that's basically it for types of orders, types of fire control orders.
While I'm thinking about it, the long list of requests, I meant to append tracer magazines for IC because at the moment
do you not
have
them?
You have to fire about 1,000 shots for a tracer.
Yeah. So going on to that, let's talk about controlling the rate of fire. What rate of fire do you need to use on the enemy at the beginning?
Enough to win the firefight.
Nope. That's overall, right at the beginning though.
Suppressive?
Basically, just to overkill. Whatever you consider overkill, which is typically just suppressive fire, correct? But it's whatever you consider overkill. So let's say there's one man 50 meters over there walking away from us. Yeah. Now, to be honest, it probably only take 2 shots from your rifle to engage him. But you want to use overkill to make sure, so you'll tell the section deliberate fire on that guy. Yeah, that's overkill for that one person. But if you're engaging that large bunker, then maximum.
Cutting out.
You'd want to use for that bunker. You'd want to use the effective maximum rate for effective fire at this range, which would be suppressive. Yeah. And then you step it down to a level that you can comfortably win the firefight with. In fact, you probably already won the firefight at that stage. You just step it down to keep the firefight won, and you use sustained fire to continue keeping the firefight won. You can lose the firefight by just stopping fire and allowing another section to start moving towards the to assault the position. Because if the enemy decides, oh, no one's shooting at me, I'm going to pop up, he's going to stand up and shoot your friendlies over there that are assaulting. You've just lost the firefight. Does that make sense? So make sure that you keep sustained fire when appropriate. For example, when you're performing a section or platoon attack. Does that make sense? Or company attack. And only when our guys are about to take the position do you switch, and only on their request most of the time. Obviously, if they forget, then you'll have to switch it. But one thing I've noticed is a lot of people tend to just stop their suppressing fire halfway through an assault, thinking, oh, they must all be dead, or it's fine, we've won the firefight, and only to see the assaulting element get shot up. So even if you think you can obviously lower your rate of fire, but you should at least have one man on deliberate fire firing around every 4 seconds at the very least. And I think, ammo-wise, you can easily do that. Does that make sense? I think that's about it, really. So, Bottom, do you want to give a fire control order? To a random position? A full one, please?
Sure.
Could be those smoke or whatever.
Okay, section 400 meters, reference, group of trees, 8 o'clock of trees, fire team in the open, suppressive fire.
Okay.
It would have been better with the less ers, I think.
Yeah, exactly. Instead of saying ers, you pause.
Yeah.
Just don't say the ers, or take your finger off.
Yeah.
Say but yeah, Kazman, do you want to pick a different one? And please give a delayed order.
A delayed order. I'll do my best and see if I can remember.
Think of grit.
Yeah, which my brain already forgotten simi. But it was group, react,
range,
indication, and the fire we're gonna use, right?
Type of fire. It could be
Type
AT.
of fire.
It could be a rate of fire with your rifle. It could be anything. You could throw rocks for like a. It could be section, quarter left rocks, rapid fire or something like that, and you'd just be firing rocks. You see what I mean? Or rocks fire. It should be not rapid fire. Yeah.
Alright, I'll try. Section 300 meters, 9 o'clock of groups of trees, suppressive on my order, fire.
Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. I'd say you don't need to say the word meters.
400.
Apart from that, it wasn't too bad. I'm not certain about the indication. I actually don't know where that position was. You said the
Oh yeah,
range.
I forgot in the open.
Yeah, so the direction. And pretty much always say the direction. It's probably part somewhere, but I mean, if it really is front, then you could probably be okay not. But that's I don't know where that was.
It would be quarter left.
Yeah, so maybe it would work. If it's completely obvious to everybody, to be honest, I wasn't really looking properly. If it's completely obvious to everybody, then it's probably okay not to bother saying that. You just say what the target is. But yeah, not too bad. Okay, it's getting late now. It's past, so we're gonna cut it short here. But I think you guys know what you're doing, and Kazman, you'll be doing this again in the JNCO course, so you'll have plenty of time to do it.
Very good.
Okay, right, I'm going to call index now. Okay, everyone, index.